Well, let's jump to this story from the Post Millennial. Taylor Swift's Kamala endorsement backfires. However, Donald Trump couldn't help himself and maybe wants the backfire to backfire. So here's basically what happens. After Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris, YouGov did a poll and found that 20% said they were somewhat or much less likely to vote for Harris after Swift identified as a Harris supporter, which is funny. Only, I think, what was it, like 8% said that they would now consider supporting Kamala Harris. This means that her endorsement backfired. It actually hurt Kamala Harris, unless, of course, the intention was always to help Donald Trump. Donald Trump, of course, let me stress this. I think they say something like 66% said it didn't move their vote one way or the other. Okay. Trump then, of course, comes out and posts on Truth, "I hate Taylor Swift," as if to ensure that the indifferent Swifties who said, "I don't care one way or another," are now going to be like, "I don't like Donald Trump, so now I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris." And guess what? Brittany Mahomes questioning her support of Trump after his blistering takedown of Taylor Swift left her shaken to the core. Well, Brittany, calm down. You're all right. All right. But Brittany Mahomes is deeply bothered by Trump's very public attack on her close friend Taylor Swift, according to sources who claim...
A source.
We can't say who. Well, just a source. We don't know.
All right.
So, basically, quote, she is questioning her support of Donald Trump after he lashed out at Taylor, saying he hates her. I don't know. Whatever.
This is like the grocery store.
Talk about Taylor Swift.
This is like, I'm on it. Don't worry.
I feel like this is a critique of like the democratic system that this could sway people. Like, do they not realize that we can't afford food, gas, like rent? And like, it's just insane to me that this is what moves people. I hate it.
But it didn't. That's the reality.
Right.
It didn't actually move anyone. And rather than use the debate as a chance to present policy to win people over with her sparkling personality, Kamala Harris's team was like, tee up that Taylor Swift endorsement. We got to release it right now because that's what people will remember from this. That's what we want. I mean, to me, I could care less who Taylor Swift is voting for. In fact, I thought it would have been cooler and more mysterious if she sat this one out. But she has repeatedly endorsed Democrats, so odds are she was going to probably back the Democrat here. I don't think anyone is surprised by this. So it's a missed opportunity. You get these flashy headlines. I think Trump tweeting, "I hate Taylor Swift," was sort of unnecessary. Obviously, there was a change in the news anyways. But I think Kamala Harris relying on pop stars to win her this mysterious youth vote that never ever really materializes is stupid.
I mean, I woke up real quick. You'll go next, but I woke up and I see this on Twitter and I'm thinking back in my head, like, what the F? Where did this come from? Why is he tweeting this?
It's 5D chess.
Okay.
I'll tell you exactly what's going on. See, Donald Trump is a genius. He knows that he can't let Kamala Harris... I'm kidding, by the way, but let me just, the left is going to take me seriously, so I'm going to stop right now and just say I'm kidding. Donald Trump, there is strategy behind it. I just don't know if it's good strategy. The argument that I see from Trump supporters is that he wants to make sure that the narrative surrounding him and the election, one, focuses on him always and never Kamala Harris, and two, doesn't let Kamala Harris rebut by bringing up economic issues. So if right now there is something negative about Trump that is serious, and he's done this before, mind you, Trump has done things in the past where we're like, why would he do this? And then you're like, guys, did you see that story this morning that Trump kicked a dog or something? I'm kidding. He never kicked a dog. My point is, like, there would be a negative story about Trump's presidency. And then Trump would come out and say something ridiculous like, I hate Taylor Swift. And the media stops talking about the bad press. I'm wondering, some have suggested that following the debate, Kamala Harris has gotten some good polls. They're starting to come through. And the probability, even Nate Silver's probability, has gone up for her. So Trump tweets out, "I hate Taylor Swift." And that is, he just kicked the media in the balls, gave them everything they wanted. Right now, I guarantee you, editors at big newspapers are going, which story do we run with? Trump is down 2 points or Trump hates Taylor Swift? They're like, ooh, if we put Taylor Swift in the headline, we're going to get 1 million hits. No, for sure. Now, I'm not saying Trump is sitting there as this 5D chess playing genius. I'm kidding. There's a strong possibility Trump is slouched in his chair watching Fox News, and then they go, Taylor Swift is endorsing Kamala, and he just sits there and goes, I hate Taylor Swift, and he just posts it.
See, I hope
be that simple.
I hope he's like you. Like, you'll be doing on your phone, you'll be like, I'm gonna post this thing, and everyone's gonna freak out. Watch, like, hee. That's like what you do all the. Like, if anyone wants to know what we do pre-show, it's just him looking.
I like this Trump guy.
Look, I was kind of hoping the follow-up would be like, I hate Taylor Swift. She keeps teasing a new album. When is she gonna release Rep TV? I don't understand. Like, you know what I mean?
If the
like,
next tweet was,
yeah, yeah.
She won't really. Yeah, that was a good.
He's like, I haven't been attempted in a while, so let me throw this out there, and hopefully one of the Swifties will come after me.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
No, I think this is classic Trump, and maybe that's the strategy, Tim. Maybe you're right. Also, he could have just seen, polling that the endorsement backfired and was like, oh, let me make Kamala Harris own her a little bit more if it's truly backfiring. Let me make her defend her.
Or like watch the video of hers or a concert.
Make Kamala Harris talk about Taylor Swift instead of Tim Waltz had a video where he's like, Swifties, we're gonna beat Trump or something like that.
Yes, because he's a deeply inspiring man. I mean, the reality is that like this mythical Swiftie voting bloc is obviously not going to materialize. And if she were serious about winning youth voters, she would talk about the economy. Youth voters are deeply concerned about the economy. I think this is one of the ways you can see she's a very one-dimensional candidate. She's not willing to herself go out there and advocate. She won't go on, Rachel Ray in the morning or Drew Barrymore's show. Those would be like slam dunk softball interviews for her. And instead, she's like, please just send in all of the pomp and circumstance, Taylor Swift celebrities, so that I don't have to really represent myself to the American people. And that's not enough. If undecided voters are saying, hey, our big block about Kamala Harris is that we don't know anything about her, it doesn't matter if Taylor Swift's endorsed her, especially because Taylor Swift didn't say anything specific.
So why do you think it is that this is YouGov that did this poll? After Taylor Swift endorses Kamala, 20% of people were less likely to vote for Kamala Harris. Do people find Taylor Swift off-putting? I mean, she's a famous celebrity, but she hurt Kamala Harris pretty badly, and I think it's funny.
I don't think young people, like I do YouGov all the time. I don't think young people take YouGov polls. Like you got to sign up for it, and they send it to you in your emails.
So you think it's like older Americans who are like,
I do.
Interesting. I tend to think it's a level of like political fatigue. I think, this is anecdotal.
You have to sign up for it. Like they don't just say, "Hey, young kid, you want to?"
Yeah, you have to opt in, which is a level of like, if you're not even that interested in voting, why would you do that? I think that there is a level of like people want their media and their entertainment to be separate from politics because we are oversaturated now, and so I think maybe in some ways. I think what we're saying has merit, but I also think that there is a chance that people are like, actually, Taylor Swift, you're ruining Taylor Swift for me. Like, I just want to listen to your album about, the man who did you wrong, and I don't want you to talk about politics.
What if I think it's fair to say, and I was saying this a long time ago, a large portion of Taylor Swift's fans are probably coming from more moderate families. These are not the Cardi B WAP. Is Cardi B who did WAP? Was that her?
I don't know.
Was that her or Megan?
There was two of them on it, right?
I think it was 3 of them, actually. I don't know. Whatever. You get the point. Yeah. Like, Taylor Swift songs are nowhere near that gross or bad. Yeah. She's not singing about doing drugs.
Or sexy
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. Good job, pop culture.
Oh. What does Taylor Swift sing about mostly? Like, dating bad guys?
Yeah.
So bad choices, right?
Is that all of her songs?
Basically about picking the wrong guy.
And I like it that way. Like, I don't need her political opinion. I want her to reflect on her emotions and her experiences. I think she has one song about, like, her mom was really sick with cancer. She's got a couple, like, other things in there. But, for the most part, let her reflect on wanting love, finding love being bad, losing it, trying again. Like, let her be this, like, person who sings about pop music and be nothing else. I don't need her to talk about politics.
I do like that one song she put out called Aaron Burr Was Right and I Don't Like Alexander Hamilton, where she goes into the deep debate between the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. It really resonated with me as someone who deeply cares of politics.
Is Tim's favorite song "Shake It Off" about
It's a good song.
I know, it's your favorite.
It's very catchy.
I just think you want...
That's not my favorite.
Oh, Taylor Swift song, though. I mean, not...
yeah, I guess.
You talk about it a lot.
But I just don't know any of other songs.
Look, she has 2 songs that I think of as overtly political, which is You Need to Calm Down.
Yeah.
They're actually off the same
the
album.
MAGA hats in the video.
Right. And that
was
was her coming out way later than Katy Perry in favor of gay marriage, kind of. She was super late to that party.
A lot of her fans were upset about that.
Yeah.
Because fans who have been with her since the country days, who are, a little bit more conservative, they were really upset to see her do that.
Yeah, but it just seemed like trying to grasp that, like, look, no, I'm on your side about this issue that I've never brought up before. And then the other one off the same album, if I'm not wrong, was The Man, which is like her feminist. Like, if I were a man, you would be nicer to me, even though my entire career is about being a female, beautiful pop singer. So kind of maybe not true at all. I just think that they both sounded weird. They don't fit, and fans don't like them as much as the media did.
I'm willing to bet that you mentioned her early country. She got big in Nashville, right? Like, wasn't she like a Nashville singer?
I think
She May Award winner a lot.
And I think she is a registered Tennessee voter. She was when she got involved in that race a couple years ago.
Yeah, against
Blackburn.
Marsha Blackburn. Yeah.
I think a lot of her core fan base and her original fan base, they are not this woke leftist, you know,
Wasn't
they're
it
not
like-
Lil Nas X. So when she comes out for Kamala, they just come out and say, I'm not voting for her. I don't want, like,
Some
it's
big
bad.
country star gave her a start, like Toby Keith
McGraw.
or Tim McGraw, yeah, or someone
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. And so she was like beloved in conservative country circles, especially
Did
in
he
the South.
die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Toby?
Right? Pretty recently. He was
Yes.
sick.
I think there was like some big controversy where people were like, she did
Yeah,
not.
she didn't mention it.
No, she did. She put out a statement.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I thought
I
there
keep
was
seeing
some
this going around.
controversy.
I remember
Okay.
reading her statement. I mean, it was like, I think 24 hours later, but maybe that's totally fair
Why-
if you're going to call the family first.
Why can't she just not do politics? Don't write a song about, you know what the problem with You Need to Calm Down? It's a good song, it's catchy, and the first verse is about the Twitter mob and people online talking smack, and she's like, oh my God. Like, and it's awesome. The second verse has a bunch of redneck conservative people screaming and looking like morons, and it's like, why are you doing that? If she kept it neutral, she could have still gotten the same point across without insulting conservatives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can celebrate your friend as a guy who wears a dress, like, fine, I guess, I don't care. But why are you intentionally just deriding and insulting these other people, depicting them as slack-jawed, toothless, you know, weirdos? Just don't do that. Because the first verse is good, you know.
I think this is the effect of being in Hollywood for too long, which is that like progressive media outlets or centers say you should punch down at those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the random middle American that she's sort of alluding to making fun of is never going to have platforms.
This
does.
is a really good point. Go see Am I Racist? Did you guys see it?
I heard good things. I
I
have
haven't
not.
seen it yet. I need to.
It is. The
I've
best
seen
movie.
clips.
It is the best movie I've seen in maybe like 5 years. It's the first comedy I've seen in a really long time that actually is a comedy. And I say this because Matt Walsh made the point. He says, in this movie, we're punching up at these wealthy, woke DEI grifters and making them the butt of the joke. Borat mocked and insulted working class people around the United States. And it's like, that's a really good point. Borat is, he's a Hollywood actor elite who goes around and making fools of regular working class Americans. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.